Hola, it is I, Alicia. Who else would it be? I wonder if I should stop announcing who I am. But then new people will be like, who's this chick? Fair question. So let's get into, I had a request. A few people, I believe, requested me to look into Naya Rivera. I will say, I never watched Glee, so I don't know much about her. I never followed any of the drama of her life, drama, gossip, whatever you want to call it. All I knew was she went to Lake Piru with her son. She parked the car kind of kooky dooky. She and her young son got out. They go out and get some type of, I don't know, boat, catamaran, whatever, some type of vehicle that goes on the water, a vessel. Yes. So they go out on this vessel, and then she doesn't, I guess, have a life jacket on or something, and she gets the kid back up on the vessel, but she drowns, and they don't find her for a few days. So later the toxicology comes out and says she had something in her system. I don't remember what. And so I just figured that was that. But then somebody brought up that she at one point had dated David Spade. Now, usually that doesn't mean too much to me because it's David Spade. And for some reason, I don't know why David Spade gets so many chicks, except for the fact that he must have a huge you-know-what. And so, but the thing that I thought was interesting, and why maybe we want to look into this, I don't know if there's anything to it, is that his sister-in-law, her mysterious passing, right? And there was the talk of the red scarf. There was the mouse mask after. And then I started thinking, is he, David Spade, a part of the Eyes Wide Shut crew? If you don't know what that means, that's you can do a reference to that movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman and see what I'm essentially trying to get at. So we're going to look into this because I don't know that that's true. I mean, we could say that everybody and their brother's connected to the Eyes Wide Shut crew. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to clean up our cards a little bit because give me fire, give me flame. I don't really know the beginning of that Metallica song. If you're wondering, this is a portable incense burner. That's all it is, because you've seen me try to light my sage, and my sage, I think it's as dry as California is. It's burning up, but I can't keep anything lit on that sage bundle. Waiting for a new one. Whew, it's smoky up in this bitch. All right, let's get to it. Naya Rivera, let's start out, before we go into the spooky cards, let's do it. Naya Rivera, the cause of your death. Was this a sacrifice because you knew too much about the Eyes Wide Shut crew? Was this a sacrifice because you knew too much about that furniture company? That was another rumor I read. Is this a suicide because you're feeling guilty of the things that would have been revealed about your dirty dealings in the Eyes Wide Shut crew? Or is this simply an accident? Let's find out, Naya. Tell us, Naya. Naya, please tell us. Okay, so like most of these types of readings, the energy behind is death. Ending, change, transformation. Death card, right? That's the energy between, so we know. Thank you, Naya. We know you are gone. Now this is interesting because, I think I say that a lot. Everything's interesting. Most things. The first card here would come up with, this just looks like an accident, like somebody made a choice of partaking in something they shouldn't have before they go out and do a dangerous activity on a dangerous lake, right? That's what this card would say right here. Recklessness, okay? But the thing that I find interesting is that we have the recklessness here, and I think that's on the surface. I think that's what everybody's told here. But then we have this card here, Eight of Swords, and it's new perspective, freedom, liberation. She's getting liberated to save her family. And it's also, she got to be in the spotlight, right? She got to be the star. Literally, she got to be the star. Okay? From being in this. And I don't, this feels like bad advice. It feels like there was a recruiter of sorts. Okay, that's what I hear. There's a recruiter that's basically telling me, if you want to be a star, I know how to show you the way. This is like the fast track, okay? You know, you're probably not going to like all the things that they're going to do, but don't worry, it's nothing too big. Come on in. And then that's, she's feeling let down, right? Disappointed, like, this is not what I thought. I thought this was like the 15 items or less lane. I did not think we were going down the grossness of maybe certain couches. Maybe. Or maybe it's Eyes Wide Shut. Which can be connected and which can also not be connected, right? Okay, we have some legal issues. Haphazard action. Corrupt person. Con man. Manipulative. We also have living beyond means. Okay, I can see that. Well, we got the moon card. Hard work. Well, we got this institution card. If I'm not talking about actual like religions, or if I'm not talking about the royal family, then this also can be part of the Eyes Wide Shut group. There's an imbalance. There's a tension. This is not the world card here. This is not good fortune in terms of this, what we're talking about here. This is kind of like if you watch some of my old videos, when I get Wheel of Fortune, I hear Wheel of Fortune. And then when this is like not good, then I hear that bankruptcy sound effect. That's not the right sound effect. You get what I'm saying though, right? Okay, so this is feeling a couple of ways. I'm not getting the whole story here yet. We'll go into my my other deck here in a moment. What I am getting here is that we'll call it, she was recruited to join this group to do certain things that she did not want to do, but she did because it was essentially a fast pass to the front of the line, okay? But within the same point, she's still trying to work hard and still trying to be feeling like this is a legit accomplishment of her life, not that it's just from making that connection to whoever these dirty deeds people are, okay? So this is just, she's giving me the story, okay? The beginning of the story. So let's go into the other deck and see if we can get to the rest of the story, because if I didn't need to, I wouldn't. But we're going into the deck. Now, this deck, I always forget, Haunted Museum, no, Haunted Mansion, Dark Mansion. No, it's not, I don't know what the name of this damn deck is. It's not the Dark Mirror, I know that. I have my book over here. I never can remember the names of the decks, but I do have a link in the description box. It's to an Amazon page. You can look it up there if you don't want to do affiliate links, and you can just go find it somewhere else, whatever this name of this dumb deck is. But this is the deck that I do use when I'm looking into true crime, mysteries like this. So let's see what we can get. Naya, please tell us what happened on the day of your death. What led up to the day of your death? Can you please tell us the story, Naya? Move these guys. Okay, she's worried about something. She was worried about something. She's worried about something, and I don't know how the money's coming into this. If it's almost like they made it doesn't feel like it was a real thing. Like, hey, if you pay us enough money, you can leave our group because you owe us a lot of money, like almost like debts or something, right? She feels like she's worrying about, like, how am I going to get this money so I can live my happily ever after and get away from all of this stuff. And it's like impossible. Like she couldn't rob enough banks or whatever. That's what I'm hearing. She couldn't like rob enough banks to get out of this. And they're like, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. I mean, look at this guy. Do you want to do anything with him? I don't. He's opening a bottle of wine. He's like, I got all the cups. We can spend all night together. And it's almost like, and then it's like, this one's like the henchman, like, oh, you don't have the money? Guess what? I'm a fire starter. Like, not in a good way. Not like she's some, no. Then this, of course, is like, I look at this as like, that's the Shining card. You know what happens in the Shining. Or what's supposed to happen in the Shining. Actually, I don't remember. Did that happen in the Shining? I know it was attempted. Anyway, this is not a good situation. She's trying to get away from it. But there was another a series of conversations about trying to, it feels like settle a debt, like, but it's not necessarily like money debt. It's like settle, I got it. She's trying to settle a debt. Like, she's trapped. She knows too much. Ah, damn these cards. These are the similar ones that come up every time. She knew about something. She just wanted to go away and promise to be quiet, and I'll zip my lips and I'm not going to say anything. But there was some type of there's some type of, that seems weird, possible, I guess. It sounds like someone, like, she feels like she was talking to someone and there was someone in the background or someone on a listening device or someone, like, the phone line's on, they're listening, overhearing. Someone's overhearing this conversation where she's trying to get out. She can't get out. She's feeling trapped, and it's almost like, here it's like trying to get away, trying to get out of this, feeling like she has an opportunity, thinking that she's like, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that, maybe I can do this, and it's like, they're not real options. She's trying to figure out a way to get out of this. There's somebody else that knows about this, and they're listening intentionally because this is a part of their game to prove to her that she cannot get out. Then you can look at this card, and that card can tell you pretty much everything you want to know, right? So this feels like this was what happened was done for public consumption. Like, she had to sacrifice herself and water for public consumption. That's how she's going to pay her bill. Her debt to these people, whatever that is. Oh, here's the Eyes Wide Shut crew. Oh, it popped right back up. Okay. This one is not like a, I had that in another reading. Oh, I had it in the Kurt Cobain reading. I'll link to it there. Where if you're no longer a part of the organization, then somebody else can move up into the organization or claim more powers or whatever they do, right? This is not that. This was something related to the okay, and I'm tending to yeah, this is something about, she knew about that. Yep, she knew about it. It involved you know what. Oh, she knew about... How can I say this? Let's play a game. Guess with me. Okay, so this has to do with you know what. And it has to do with here, these people that are no longer with us. Because that's what these people do with these people. Got me? This is my... I look at this chick. I don't know if I've said this one before, but she reminds me of Lady Gaga. And there's been a lot of rumors about Lady Gaga. Again, this is all alleged. But what I'm getting from this, she knew about the secrets. She knew about this going on. And that was it. So you're going to go out and take care of it. Yep. Of course. Look at that. It's just... It is. Here we go. Here again. What does that look like? Uh-huh. Yeah. This is how you're going to save those you care about. That's how you're saving them. What's that? You're going to do it yourself. Oof. Good Lord. Okay. Well, we allegedly got to the bottom of that one. That's not what I was expecting at all. Seriously, I was not. I just assumed that there was just bad judgment involved. And I, like most of us, I'm a judgy bitch. So, of course, I was just like, totally bad mom. But now seeing that, I don't know that I would be so sure of that. I mean, it doesn't seem like it at all. Seems very sad, and thank God none of us are in Hollywood or a part of those sick, disgusting groups. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.